supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of magic seem to be leading me somewhere. Ah, that's where they're leading me. Lumos. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Lumos.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
is in place.
The portkey is well hidden?
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
may be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others will do anything to obtain.
Yes, and if we are correct, Charles, the witch or wizard who completes the trials will have proven themselves worthy of that knowledge, and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Astonishing.
Can I see magic?
Traces of an ancient magic, to be precise. The magic that Miriam had always believed existed, but could never. Miriam, and perhaps George, died in pursuit of knowledge that has been dormant for centuries. And you, it seems, are the key to understanding why.
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago.
Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
I was right.
Ramrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
No need for that. Just give me whatever it is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more helpful.
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to. Good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must contact the Ministry. They need to know what happened to George and be warned of Ranrock. For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Spierdalaj ci punie.
Phineas, Nigellus, Black. Prepare yourself to meet the headmaster.
To co, do Slytherinu, kurwa,
Nice
idziemy.
of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the goblin problem has...
Enough. Goblins. I've no time for rumors, Fig, and I'm rapidly losing whatever patience I had left. If you're lucky, we might still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Ja, wdupiamy się, hopie. To będę ruchał.
Professor Weasley, we've one more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Ah, yeah.
O
A bit
kurwa.
older than the others, aren't you?
No
You
kurwa.
come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
Nie mogę się doczekać zajęć,
I'm
kurwa.
looking forward to meeting my professors and learning
Jacob
all I can
Coco Chanel, chłopie.
Indeed. Hogwarts has much to offer a dedicated student. And what you learn in class will prepare you for challenges outside the classroom as well. You're clever indeed.
Czemu bystro,
The
kurwa?
ability
Jak ja
to
chłopem jestem.
reflect clearly on that which puzzles others. And you've a ready mind, quick to learn. Perhaps you belong in Ravenclaw.
Chyba ich pojebało, co to w ogóle jest? Dawaj mnie Slytherin. Dawaj mnie, kurwa,
I
Slytherin.
detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. You belong in Slytherin!
Oh, and one more thing. Due to the unfortunate injury on the pitch in last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been cancelled. Enough! It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your academic futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Jest ktoś, kurwa, na tym live'ie w ogóle.
You will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you. As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way. It's quite uncommon for a student to begin as a fifth year. It may be a bit of a challenge, but one I'm sure you're up for.
I can be quite resourceful.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Ja, to mój pokój. Tu mam hopy łóżko. Tu mam piecyk. Robimy room tour. Mapy jakieś. Nie, kurwa, rysunki to były.
Revelio.
Jest coś ukrytego. O. Aha. Zjem sobie jabłko. To da mi to siły. O kurwa. Jest coś tutaj? A to samo. Dobra, czy mam iść tam? Lecimy do pokoju. Aha. Obgadują mnie, kurwy.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new fifth year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
Professor Fig and I were lucky to escape with our lives.
Indeed. And how did you escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
I adore the hamlets near the coast. They're a bit damp, but ever so picturesque.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me.
My aunt has some potions. Where?
Nothing yet.
I think I heard one.
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me
A,
know if
już
I can be of any
robię się
help
takim
as you navigate your first
skurwysynem.
days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
If you do that, you'll lose. Trust me. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Checkmate. Told you. You should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
We handled it. And I think you're underestimating the nature of a dragon. A broom would have been kindling.
Ha, not the way I fly. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Are you a keen Wizard chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Revelio.
Is Lower Hogsfield still dealing with that?
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
O kurwa. Kurwa, mamy księgę z czarami. Teraz każdego rozpierdolę.
It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore.
Revelio.
Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that statue and see what details the field guide can provide? Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
O kurwa, tu się zaklęcia tak daje.
Revelio.
Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
Charms class.
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio.
Professor Black is terrible. Quick. Holding cake.
Revelio.
I find his location.
Even if I knew how.
Lumos.
Can't decide if I like Professor Weasley.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well-trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Frankly, I'd rather limit my excursion to Hogwarts these days. I'd spend the entire day in Hogwarts.
I wish teachers wouldn't ask us questions.
Revelio.
I think there were doxy eggs as well.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio.
That was it?
Half a bottle of flabbergasted
Revelio.
Annabelle, it was a long time ago. What do you want? Get away from me.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Revelio. Revelio.
They really shouldn't allow.
Here. Behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them towards you. Excellent control there. Very good. Splendid! Very good! Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Siema, siema chuju. Pa. Ja to normalnie jestem Jacob Coco Chanel. Pierdolono. 5 dyszek, dobra. Rozjebiemy ją, kurwa. O chuj. Spróbuję ją wyjebać stąd. Pa. Dup. Ajajajaj. Nie wydupi? Czy siebie samą wydupi? Aj chuj. Dobra, jademy z tym koksem. Biorę to. Oż kurwa, zagapiłem się. Niech się pierdoli, suka. Oj, przypierdala teraz. Ja. Jest. Szkurwa macie, da się to od nowa. Ja pierdolę. Dobra, teraz ją rozjebię. Bo jeszcze jedna runda będzie. Czy nie? O. Dawaj mi tak, kurwa.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Teraz ją rozjebię, na pewno.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Let us see this.
Aj. Jeszcze się tak kurwa nie ciesz, ty. Nie, biorę. Wezmę, albo tak. Zrobię tak, o. Dobra.
I know everyone is watching, but try not to hear. You are doing quite well.
Jeb. 5 dych, co powiesz, kurwa.
Very good.
That is how it's done.
Ale na krawędzi jestem. No i kolejne 5 dych. Ona już tego nie przebije. Ona nie wie, co się dzieje. O kurwa. Za krótko przytrzymałem. Ale jest 5 dych chyba. To! Ale ją rozjebałem teraz.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Well done.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Co to za szkoła, kurwa?
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
Ale gdzie jest ta magia? Aha. Pewnie chujową magię mają.
Wand must be less powerful than those cast with a wand.
No, not at all. Wizarding magic cast without a wand is just as powerful. I find wandless magic to be much more instinctive. Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
Dramatic?
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts. But it never seemed intimidating or overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
Dobra, dzięki, spierdalaj mi stąd.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course.
Ja, do zobaczenia.
If you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
Co za pojeby. Akcje na ludziach chcą... Akio.
I did. I trust
Na
your
ludziach
first
chuje chcą
charms
robić.
lesson lived up to expectation?
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor.
Jaki kurwa remis był.
Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
No i kurde. Jezus, ta muzyczka jest taka piękna. O, drugi poziom zdobyłem. Drugi poziom mam. Misja poboczna, zatem misja poboczna. Rób. Aha, jako takie flagi. Dobra. Czyli to też jest, to jest misja poboczna. Nie, to jest misja poboczna. Chyba jo. Dobra, to mamy jakiś... O! Harry Potter.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom, but a bit mad.
Łotego.
Revelio.
Revelio. Tu mam tak, zaklęcia. Nie, nic, dobra. Cyk. Tak, o. Dobrze. Tak, napierdolam. Dobra, jedziemy, kurwa.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Hello, you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
To miło z twojej strony, no kurde.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Dobra. Jaka ta skrzynka jest? Coś tu jest, kurwa, tylko skąd to jest? Chyba z dołu. Może jest coś pojebane.
Off on another adventure, are we?
O kurwa, po to. Ale zajebiście się gra, kurwa, w to. Tu jest tak wszystko fajnie zrobione, w sensie te zaklęcia, te wybieranie i w ogóle. Przyjemnie się gra. O stary, ale rozkmina zajebista. Ale to by chyba nie dał rady. To by chyba nie dał rady, bo tam wilgotno jest. Jaki pedofil, kurwa. Jademy z nim. Ale jaki duch. Flak? Flak! A jakie to?
Enough! You'll get us all detention. And you're both wrong anyway. It was Professor Gore.
It wasn't Boots and it wasn't Clark, but you're all in trouble with Professor Black.
O! Chuj co chodzi. Dobra, mamy zagadkę, kurwa. Jak to rozwiązać teraz? Oho! Tutaj są, no w tym pokoju poumieszczone, porozmieszczone. Czekaj. To kurwa, tu jest ten. Tu jest jednorożec. Ale jestem kurwa głupi z tego, nie? O, czekaj, 03. Chyba wiem. Albo nie, bo to... 2. alfa. A drugie jest co? Drugie jest jednorożec. O. Chuj tu chodzi.
Oh. Difficult to live in those remote hamlets with the ash winders running about.
Dobra. Chuj. Potem to rozwiążę. Co tu jeszcze jest? Każdy znak ma swój numer. Te, których nie ma. Pierdolisz, jak tak jest, to kurwa jesteś mistrzem. Dobra, to czekaj. Tu jest jednorożec, on jest tu drugi, nie? Faktycznie to są wszystkie inne. Dobra, to już jednorożec, on jest drugi. I to na środku to jest liczba, która to daje. Czyli tam nie ma jednorożca. Co? Kurwa? Albo na przeciwko może? Nie no. 5 plus 2, nie? Bo to jest 0. Kurwa. Jednorożec to... Czyli tu musi być 6. Czyli 6 to jest ten. No właśnie o to mi chodzi. Tylko, że jak tak będzie... No to... No ta, ale patrz. Tu jest jednorożec, czekaj. A nie. Dobra, tu uznajmy, że tu jest 6. 4 plus 2, bo to jest na drugim miejscu. To jest 6 plus 6. Jest 6. Kurwa, co to jest? A chuj, zrobię, że tam jedno... Dobra, mam pomysł. 3 plus 2. Oj chuj, dobra, już nie mam. To jest kurwa... Tu chyba nie ma czegoś takiego. No. A nie, to jest to na samej górze. Dobra, dam tu to. Tu. Czyli to jest 6. To jest 6. Ta 2. No to musi być jednorożec, tylko tu nie mogę go wybrać. Spróbuję od drugiej strony. Dobra, od drugiej strony. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Czyli to jest to gówno. kurwa, nie mam pojęcia. Dobra, mam pomysł, jak to zrobić. Nie wiem, co się stało, ale się udało. Czekaj, co? 3. A już znikło. Ale dobra.
Revelio.
Kapelusz. Tylko, że tylko od drugiej strony, stary. Od drugiej strony to było. Od prawej do lewej. No to o chuj ci chodzi, kurwa, człowieku. Co to miałem innego zrobić? Co tam miałem innego zrobić? Dobrze robiłem. Od złej strony. Dobra, mam nowe rękawice. Kurwa, czekaj, bo mi ucięło czat. Łączę się na telefonie. Skąd wiesz? A, dobra. Nie wiem, stary, ja jestem trochę... Jestem trochę dzisiejszy, więc... Więc no... Czuję tą magię, kurwa. Kurwa, co tu jest? Wyzwania. Ja tu chcę się przebrać. Dobra. Biorę czapę. O kurwa mać. Co ona daje? Dobra, biorę ją. O kurwa, ale kasztan. Dobra. Idź na lekcję obrony przed czarną magią, ale tu mam... A, bo to jest to, dobra, nieważne. Jakim kurwa domu? To jest Hogwarts. A... Slytherin. Slytherin górą, kurwa.
Is that all you've got?
Ja za ruchem.
You'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
No. O kurwa. Dobra. Levioso!
Levioso.
Ale jestem pojebany. Teraz to ja kurwa zawładnę wszystkim. Ona się kurwa skrada.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
A, dobra.
See how dump deflected your cast. This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast.
O kurwa, to...
A surprised opponent is a weak opponent, as Master Pruitt so artfully stood. Now, well done.
Jadymy!
Levioso.
Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Ja go rozdupia teraz. Lecisz, chłopie. Lecisz, chłopie. Lecisz, kurwa. Tak o. Jeszcze cię na ziemi dojebie.
Let's just say I'm a quick.
Aż spadł, chłopie. Aż spadł, kurwa, z dywanu.
You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any
Patrz jak moja postać się nazywa. Tam jak czyta, jak jest tłumacz.
excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
Jak on kurwa nic nie zrobił.
Practice. Felt more
Przecież ja mu
like I was
taki
dueling
wpierdol
an
spuściłem,
expert.
że chłop nie wiedział gdzie
Wouldn't
jest.
expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Co cię to kurwa?
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention
No,
and talent.
ja jestem tym murzynem.
You might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now.
Ale
and then.
ten kurwa...
Whether it's joining a secret
Czekaj, bo
dueling
czytam.
club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Mi chodziło o to, że ten gościu pierdolił, że będą o tym gadać, jak on wpierdol taki dostał.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Mówił, że ten pojedynek jest mocny mega. A on chłopie leżał, kurwa. Dobra. Co to jest? Wesley po zajęciach. A to jest chyba taki... Ta, czyli to jest z tej fabułki, a to jest taka poboczna. Dobra, to lecimy fabułkę. To jest skrzynka?
Revelio.
O. O, jest coś. To pewnie jest jakiś uczeń, kurwa. A nie. Ha! Ale mruknął.
Lumos.
What about the room,
O.
Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Jak to kurwa wygląda?
Excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Nic ci nie powiem.
Nothing more, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.